It's the 3rd of August 2025 and we're off to Curborough for the next round of the MG Car Club Speed Championship. Curborough then located in the heart of the UK, just north of Lichfield, known for being a short, compact little sprint circuit, really suiting the midget, probably spending most of the time in second gear and third as well. But we're going to work hard on those gear changes today. Curborough, lots of corners, 12, 13 corners in total. So it's going to be a real test of the midget handling. Figure of 8 configuration today, so starting all the way down the bottom, usual start point, up, sweeping left-hander around the first feature here. So hitting this in third gear, carrying some speed. And therein lies the first challenge, carrying suitable speed for this first right-hander. Next feature up on the figure of 8 circuit then is the molehill. So it sweeps right round the molehill to the left and then another right, really unbalancing the car if you get it wrong. Left's got a fairly aggressive berm on it, so trying to avoid that. The midget then will stretch its legs in second gear here up until the third feature, which is the right hairpin, turning us back around and heading straight down for the finish. So this of course is the second event here at Curborough, first one being the first event that kicks us off typically in the spring. So that was the 1 lap configuration. This of course being the figure of 8, which in my view is by far the better one. The all important weather forecast today, a little bit of a mixed bag. We've started dry, which is excellent. Forecast to have some showers midday just before the time lapse conveniently, so that should make life quite interesting, but we're all in the same boat, so let's see how that washes out. On to the start finish straight then, this time not going all the way to the end, getting halfway, and we start the figure of 8. So to scrutineering shortly, 2 practice laps, hopefully 1 time lap before lunch. Lower entry field, slightly lower than normal, so might get 3 time laps today, let's see. So here's the right hander then. Need to carry the speed around here, get the best possible straight line to the left. I'll try today, seeing if third gear will carry around those corners. Not sure it will, but we'll use the practice to experiment with that one. And then on to the next feature, and this corner is the one. I think this has to be my favourite corner of all of the circuits. This what, 270 degree left, close to the barrier, slightly uphill. The midget just seems to take this like a dream, so really enjoyable corner, this one. The challenge here is smoothing the corner out as best as you possibly can. Into the next part of the figure of 8 then, so back up the finish straight, this time hanging a left, then a right, and then we're back up to the hairpin for a second time and down to the finish. Both these corners here are the figure of 8 marked out by the little orange posts, so the challenge is to get as close to those as you can without actually taking them out. So to scrutineering, ready for the 9 o'clock start. Let's get first practice done. first practice, opening the account at 70.11, 70.11, chasing a 69.11 today. So if we can get a dry run, that's very, very achievable today. I'm thinking an extra PSI in the rear tyres and a bacon and egg sandwich is all it's going to take. So practice 2, 68.48, really pleased with that, faster than the target time, but the clock wasn't running of course. Break for lunch now and 3 timed laps to come. Bad news though is the heavens have opened, so first timed lap is going to be a wet one.
Fairly dry.
First timed run then, 78.04, really wet, really slippy. I think the reality is because of the dampness, that time's not going to count for much. So more importantly will be the next 2, which we're now getting the good weather back again, are going to be in the dry. So here we go for time lap number 2. So in a rather strange twist of events, the timing gear here at Curborough has gone down, which means there will no longer be a second or a third timed lap. So it looks like that first lap is going to be the time for the day, unless there's some kind of appeal and the practice laps count. But according to the rules, we did a timed lap, so in theory that is the one for the day. So unfortunately it was set in the wet, so nowhere near the target time. So I think today is going to be one of those we chalk up for experience. We had some good fun in the wet, and we move on to the next event. So in that case, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing this slightly shorter episode, and I'll see you at the next event.